Welcome to Willis Workshop No-Code APP channel. I'm Willis. Today I will teach you how to create an attendance tracker. First of all, wait for me to take a quick look at the application I am about to complete. An attendance tracker monitors the attendance of groups, such as students. This is my homepage. Statistics are displayed on my homepage. This is my roll call page. As I use the school as an example, you can add new attendance records for different classes. This is my attendance record page, which will display the attendance record. This is my group management industry. You can manage different groups on this page degree. This situation is a class, this is another group management industry, and this example is a class management industry. Without further ado, I will start to enter this APP creation program immediately. Firstly, let me explain. Today, I want to use it to develop an APP platform. I want to use it today to build an APP platform system guide. First of all, please go to this website www.apps.com. This is a guide. I will use the platform immediately. Please enter the sign-in system first and then please sign in with your Google account. Come with me and let's watch videos about interesting things.
Hey guys, Jack here today. I'm going to give you a fairly comprehensive overview of Glide right from the beginning all the way to publishing your first project, and then we'll cover 2 bonus items which are totally optional but will take your projects the next level in terms of usefulness and power. Beyond that thought, you may still find that you have questions, and for that there are 2 places that I recommend you go. Glide University and the community forum. Glide University is a Glide APP, our LMS built on Glide where you can learn and read documentation. Watch videos made by the Glide team and the community all about building apps with Glide right from the basics all the way up to advanced and niche topics that you will find really interesting. Then there's also the community forum, of course, unbiased, but our community IT Glide is absolutely second to none. We have an amazing response rate with very, very talented and interesting people in there who will respond to you really quickly and give you answers for the specific functionality that you are trying to build. It's really worth dropping a line in there, just saying hello, introducing yourself, and saying what you're building, and people will have some good stuff to give you. So with that, let's dive into the tutory. So this is the dashboard where you manage the teams that you belong to and then the apps inside of those teams on the left. Here we can see that I'm a member of this team, which is called my team production and this agency, and I can create new teams whenever I want inside of each team. We can manage the templates, which is just the internal templates for the team, the billing, the usage of our apps, and the different members. Now the members are different to the users of your apps. For example, if I invite 5 people to this team in the members area, they will act as admins and they can build projects. They will have access to everything that I add in GID, but for example, if we were rolling out this field sales APP to 200 people in my organization, I would do this inside of this project. So we have team members who are the builders, and then we have the users of the projects, and we will do that later. So let's create a new APP from scratch. So I'm going to call this inventory, and I'm going to just choose the mobile layout, but we can change this later. This is just the way that IT loads Glide apps work on the web. They're responsive, they work on any device. This is just the way that we are going to preview IT now. First of all, we're asked to choose a data source. Glide is a very data-driven design tool in that we always start from data, and then we work with that data in layout. It's a very powerful way to build. We are going to start by importing an Excel file, and Glide is going to convert this to Glide tables, which is GL. Built native data source, and it's best for performance. So Glide is going to take this data, bring IT into the data editor, and then create a default APP as a starting point. And we can see here that we've got the basics we navigate around Glide using this top bar, and it's grouped into 3 primary editors. The data editor, which is like the back end of your project, which is where you bring in your apps data from different sources. Manager, enhance IT, and structure IT in the right way. Then you have the layout editor, which is where you can add new screens components. Review your APP just as your users would use IT on different devices. This is a responsive screen here, so you can see kind of roughly how things will look at different scales. And then you have the action editor, which is where you manage integrations, automations, and things like that. This is out of scope for this tutorial. Today, we're going to look primarily at data and layout. There's also the settings area, which is where you manage things like privacy sign in screens and simple stuff to do with appearance. I'm just going to change the accent color so that we can have something that's a little bit on brand with these visuals.
Next, I will guide you to build your application. First and foremost, follow the selection on the screen and then tap the Create APP. You should see this page. Please rename the title to Attendance Tracker. And wait for me to learn more about the construction page. What department layout editor? You can learn about the APP and edit it on this page. What department data editor? You can learn about APP data and edit it on this page. What department actions editor? You can use this page to learn about APP actions as well as editing. Set industry. You can learn about APP settings and editing on this page. Turning back my APP. Please go Data Editor. Please press the right piece, and then delete the left table. I will create a new table. This table will delete all entries. Rename the title to Attendance Students. I would use the table for roll call. I will soon add information similar to the following. Enter my table. Firstly, add the 5 elements: name, class, student number, photo, and gender. Add it, then enter the title, select the category and then press OK to create a new row of data. Oh, I don't remember to use the image data category set as image. Come on, I want to tie it up. Please go to Layout Editor. Such a good choice. I want to join component. The first one I want to add to the department headline. You can change different attributes in the component/page editor, such as the font size to the same buried font size. Please change content to attendance tracker. Follow me and join the second component. The second component is choice. This component can wait for the user to choose different classes. Also, you can change the component/page editor property. After I enter the programming part, I will change the content again, so I can do it for the time being. My third component is collection. Please set the general setting to checklist. Please set the component/page editor actions to eliminate allow users to items and bury allow users to edit items. Zhongyu option setting elimination show search. And home to Jane 2 programming part. Open the data editor. Add airlines as new entries. This line is for roll call. Return to your editor on the page editor. Apply the data content, adding 4 points to the header. First, add the name data and verify. Use the arrow to add the header and include data for half a year. Please go data editor. You can try to join a new test student. Open the layout editor. You should view this page. Also, you can change the component/page editor property. You can edit how the text is displayed. Switch to data editor. Create a new line called checklist. Department if type. Enter conditions based on the screen information. Please go to Layout Editor. Please change the description column to just data. At home, you can see that as long as the checkbox is selected, you can show to present, and vice versa. At home, address the class selection issue. I want to go to the data editor and add a new data list. First, go back to the list and add a line called class name. Follow up with a new table named classes. Add a new line as image and categorize as image. Finally, add a new line named teacher. At home, you can add a new course to this table. Name represents the course name, image represents a picture of each course, and teacher represents the teacher. Add the layout editor, select choice and then component/page editor content into the table. Just create the classes table. In the same column as the data set, set the class name first. Then make the set required to prevent the user from entering this information. And home, I want the whole submit switch. Please choose to enter the component button. In the action on the right, rename the button to submit. What's the answer to the reaction? It turns out that I didn't add action. Action is an APP, which has an important position in the side and can help perform different actions, so I have to adjust actions at home. Please go to Actions Editor. Rename my actions to Submit. Before that, I wanted to add a new table to store attendance records. Please join the following information present. Absent students with buried class. Then delete the first line. Prompt: to delete the left line, please check the line, and then use the delete on the keyboard to delete. Follow me and go back to attendance students. Add a make array. Please follow the data on the screen to set make array. Make an array to combine some data by linking left data. I want to add multiple joined lists. Please follow the data on the screen to set the join list. Join list is used to combine a row of data or multiply a left data by a combined left data. And home, you will come up with a combined class number data. In addition, I also want to add two if then else to show that some students have returned and some students have returned. Please follow the data on the screen to set if then else. Set each if then else at the same time. Please set an additional join list. Please also set according to the display on the screen. Setting the first system is the opposite of the second system, that is, the first system displays present students and the second system displays apps. Finally, all return to actions. I want to add an action at home. Every time I press the submit system, I can add a new record and leave an attendance record table. Follow the steps shown on the screen. The following two old systems use letter notation and embedded playback prompt sound effects. This step is optional. You can test it by pressing the Run button. Oh, don't you remember a system setback to do the action just now? Finally, I added an attendance record industry and it was done. First of all, in the upper left corner, the system is better. Create a new page. Set data to records table on the right. Follow Luolai. Follow the screen steps to complete this page. I need to build the last three variables. The first display shows the total number of students, the second shows the attending students, and the third shows the absent students. Firstly, add attendance students to the three previously explained variables. The first shows the total student count, The second shows attending students, and the third shows absent students. All need to use the roll-up function. Please follow the on-screen steps to complete. Next, add the record table to the interface, correlating with the variable. After that, please follow the action instructions on the screen to add the same corresponding data. Finally, return to the layout editor and write the variables just created into the 3 spaces. In addition, if you want to display the filled-in attendance time and buried date, please create a time and date variable just like the variable you just created, and then please refer to the steps on the screen. Finally, I will make a screen display data interface. Create this data interface based on your learning, editing the interface and applying what you have learned. Of course, if there is any confusion, you can still refer to the steps displayed on the screen. Congratulations, you have completed your attendance tracker. If you want to add a more complex and functional attendance tracker, please look forward to my next video. Oh, I don't remember ZLS 3 parts. Comment, like, share with you. See you in the next video. Bye.